All right, we're gonna try to do a quick one. I know I say that regularly, but we're actually gonna try to do this one pretty quickly. It's gonna be me playing as Sigma. This is Masters 5, and it's on Circuit Royale. And obviously, I've completed placements. I've been playing a few games after did Valkyrie tonight, so I didn't have as much time to play a session as I expected. So I played, I think, three games, 1-2, lost one. The games feel a little less random than they did, I would say, yesterday, where it still felt like they're just a total hodgepodge of people like getting thrown together of all ranks. I think now it's definitely stabilizing, where I'm seeing like pretty consistently. I'm seeing people who are probably like, typically like mid masters, mid-ish masters last season. Occasionally, you see somebody who's on like low end of GM, and occasionally you see people on the high end of Diamond, which I think makes sense for where we are in the season. Um, what was I going to say? Yeah, I mean, no, I think that my widow popped off this game for sure. I think that I checked my stats. I think my widow was winning like 80% of their games this season. But regardless, you still have to kind of do your job. I was going to note about kind of the way games have felt in terms of the healing changes in particular, less so the projectiles, more so the healing changes. I think that there's way less healing that is going to tanks, but it's not because of the 20% reduction, right? If you think that, hey, people changed their same behavior, didn't change their behavior, all they did was do the same thing, then tanks would get 20% less healing, right? But in reality, tanks are getting way less healing than that. I would guess right now that I'm getting like 50% less healing, which is kind of throwing me off, obviously, because you're getting less healing. And it's not like I'm just like taking spam damage for nothing. Like we're talking like situations where I'm like, okay, I'm taking cover here, and like no one is trying to heal you at all because they're just busy damaging, or they're like not even close to you, which has been frustrating. I don't think that I played enough. I definitely have not played enough to know to exactly how this is going to play out for sure. I think that it is ever evolving as people try to figure. I think people are trying to react to the healing debuff as in like, oh wow, we really shouldn't bother healing. Let's just focus on damage. Time will tell whether or not that actually ends up being the right move over time. But I'm just noting it. Just as general advice, people who are like, oh, how do I deal with the fact that there's way less healing? Play tanks that require less healing. This is really important. So I think like playing somebody like Reinhardt is just a really bad idea right now. Even playing Roadhog, because Roadhog needs surprising amount of healing, even with his own self-sustained. I think playing Roadhog's not a great idea. I think Junker Queen plays reasonably well. In the right maps and right situations, not obviously in like a straight brawl situation, but in like flashpoint and control maps where you can go in, get out really easily. I think Junker Queen's fine. I think Sigma always plays well in these situations, right? Sigma historically has been so effective across all the different seasons, and anytime where dive is not strong, and I don't think dive is particularly strong right now, anytime dive isn't strong, Sigma's always viable. So I think Sigma's great. I think Ramatcha's certainly playable right now. I'm still having success playing Orisa, despite the fact that Orisa needs like a reasonable amount of healing. You just have to be very, very careful about exactly when you choose to engage. I think the projectile changes helped Orisa a ton. Like you hit way more shots now with her gun and her javelin too. That it makes it a lot easier to kill people, and combined with the no fall off distance change from previous season, I think she's just much stronger. Anyway, let's watch this game. So the primary goal of this game is just kind of talking through. I mean, less so it's showing like how to be effective despite the lack of the lower healing in the game, but also just generally walking through playing Sigma on this map. I'm sure I've done games like this before, but it's good to get rehashed, especially under the current circumstances. So the general idea here is, look, I guess gotta figure out what the enemy lineup is. After I figure out what the enemy lineup is, I have to go up top left. I have to clear this high ground, and then from here we're gonna swing down. We're gonna take this corner, right? Push up here, and then we capped it. Right? That's the general idea here. Now, in terms of who I want to be attacking, I want to be attacking the squishies, because Sigma doesn't actually do a lot of damage. Sigma does about 75 damage a second. Single target. He can obviously splash. The splash doesn't do a lot of damage. I think the splash is like 40. I think it's like 20 on per 20 or 25 per splash. So we're doing 40-50% on the splash. Obviously, if you hit like 5 people, splashing 5 is still going to do 250 damage. But that's like doesn't typically happen. So the general idea is you're gonna get up, right? You're engaged. You can attack for free. You don't have ammo, so you can just keep attacking endlessly. You're gonna attack, right? You get up here, and you kind of work down the shield to find an angle to get around the shield, and then you go after the squishies, right? Just keep attacking the squishies. And Sigma versus Sigma, attacking the other Sigma is not a great idea, just because like both of you do so little damage that even if you're consistently hitting the shots, it doesn't do anything. Like you'll be attacking all day, but attacking the squishies is really effective because you have the longest effective range of all of the tanks, right? Even heroes that theoretically have longer effective range, like Orisa, right? Orisa has infinite, because you just don't fall off damage. She can have infinite like range with her projectiles, but you can't reliably hit people past 15, 20 meters. But Sigma can hit people out to 23 plus a splash, like 25-ish meters, very, very consistently. So Sigma can constantly keep applying that pressure, and it splashes on multiple targets. And so that's kind of the general idea here, is just constantly attacking the squishies, forcing the squishies back. If the squishies go back, the tank has to go back. All right, shield initially, because I didn't know exactly what was going to be there. I obviously get lit up right now. I come right out again, and I pop Grasp. Why? Because I'm hoping that they're going to come back out and attack me. The idea being is they saw me get low, they're going to try to finish me off. I use that opportunity to go across. I should have went even further across and take the left stair. No one's rushing me, right? So I'm attacked. Excellent. So I'm attacking the squishies here, right? Still trying to attack. You see, I'm looking for angles where I can go and continue splash the squish. It's like really hard to deal with this. Let me show it from like the Zen's perspective right now. Wrong Zen. Right. Zen's attacking. Right. Splash goes in. Right. Splash goes in again. Splash goes in again. See, like now he has to rotate, right? As soon as that one hit, and the first two bursts were against the Ash, right? Now the Zen's like, okay, I have to strongly consider leaving now, and now he's left. All I gotta do is hit him once, and he's like, yep, gotta leave. So again, the splash in, right? Zen's gone. I'm going for the Ash, right? Sigma Steer, I can't walk through it. Like, I can, but I could conceivably die here, and I don't really need to rush because I know the card's moving here. My team's pushing up. This Sigma's gonna have to drop eventually. Like, he's not gonna be here for 10 seconds, right? He's only gonna be here for like 3 or 4 seconds. That's fine, right? Break the shield. Work him down. Missed the rock, unfortunate. If I had rock there, then he's gonna. If I land the rock sooner, then he's gonna die. All right, Ash goes out. I should not have thrown the shield there. I should have waited to drop. I don't. Again, being rusty on tank A, but because Sigma's not actually one of my most played tanks for the most part, I am rustier on Sigma compared to other tanks. I get lit up here, right? But shield comes right down. Rock. So look at who I'm focusing right now, right? There's a Sigma on my left. I don't care. I also don't have shield to stop it. The rock, I think. I did. But, yeah, unfortunate. But, I'm looking for the Zen, right? Get the kill in the Zen. Excellent, right? So, very strong chance that we're going to win this fight. All I got to do is stay alive here and just burning down. So, I chill for a second, right? Echo's trying to kill me with Beam. Good land by the bat. Keeps me alive. Sigma's still here. But, like, what can I really do about it, right? Again, I do so little damage. Even if I get around him, I do so little damage, right? 75 damage per second means that I'm going to kill this guy in, like, 7 seconds. It's going to take me forever. It's just, like, not worth it. So, I'm just gonna ignore him, right? Eat the dynamite. Okay, fine. It is what it is. Right? Trying to stay alive back here. Sigma's gonna attack me. Okay. Zen saves me with a rock. I think Zen's trying to get around it. But you'll notice that my Baptiste is not trying to heal me at all. So, funny story. I checked my BAP stats. Because I was like, because obviously my BAP is like dedicated trying to, like, I'm critical right now. This Sigma is basically full health. It's like not really a high priority to try to shoot the Sigma right now, but like fine. My BAP is not interested in healing me, but my BAP, like, it's not a BAP main. They usually play other supports, and they play well. They play in, like, I think they win all the way up to like GM5 or something like that, but they're typically in like high masters. But their BAP win rate, like historically, is something like 30-40%. But this season they're at like 65, which is amusing. Anyway, staying alive over here. Right, Sigma's gonna push back. I'm just confirming, hey, what's the card status? I duck a little bit. I want to make sure I don't die. Honestly, I'm being probably too aggressive here. Like, this is too bloodthirsty. I should have played it safer. Dying there could have given him the chance to come back. Right, rock in. The Echo flew over the top. I don't think I realized that right away. Actually, I think I did. I just ignored it. Hitting Echo as Sigma is really hard. Hitting flying targets in general as Sigma is really, really hard. Oh, so that's a good pick. I want to push back in, but I'm also low, and I'm not getting, like, look how long it is before I get healed. Right? So I got a lamp there. In fact. So, like, look how... I mean, it's probably easier just to watch my... Oh, my BAP's dead. That's why. Never mind. I take this back. My BAP is dead. I actually knew my BAP was dead. Yeah, I heard it and saw it. So I'm just playing the safe no matter what. That's why I'm backing up right now. I know BAP's dead. But we traded out. But again, with only Zen healing, I'm like, I don't really think we can get this. That's why I'm playing this really slow. Right? Grasping. I'm mostly just moving the cart right now. See, yeah. See, like, you can feel that I'm, like, not really trying to go anywhere. Because I know without the BAP, this is not going to happen. I'm just spamming right now to try to farm ulti, right? Force out shield, great, excellent, right? Love that, right? Force shield for nothing, literally nothing. So the Echo's going to fly over the top, and I'm going to shut this down right away. So she's going to copy, and I'm like, okay, cool. So with Echo copy, remember she farms ulti, what, like 3-4 times faster? So it's really important to shut her down to prevent her from getting ultimate. So how do you prevent her getting ultimate? You prevent her from getting ult charge. How do you prevent her from getting ult charge? You prevent her from dealing damage. So when she comes out of this, I'm going to rock her right away. which is going to prevent her from obviously dealing damage. What happens after that? I pop Grasp. So now when the Echo tries to attack, she can't do any damage because I'm eating all the damage. What happens to this? Well, she gets blocked by a tree, so cool. Nothing I need to do about that. And now I just chill and play back. I didn't realize I should have been better at backing up into the window. But I realize, can we actually do this? Okay, Trance is popped. We're not getting Sigma because he's discorded, so there's a chance I can get the kill here. I can see the Echo in the air. There's like a lot of people up top. I'm pumping Grasp. I don't know if I necessarily needed that. But I think overall my feel here was this is not a fight that we can win. Like even with the trance, I was like, yeah, I'm correct. There's 3 of us here. There's no DPS against 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5 people. Yeah, my instinct was right the whole time. I was just like, I don't think this fight is winnable. Like I'm looking at this, I'm like, nothing's gonna happen here, right? Even if I kill the Ramatra, we're not gonna be able to push through this. All right, so we're gonna reset. All right, I'm just chilling out, shielding off the sniper angle. All right, at this point, I have no choice but to fight the Ramatra. I have to force the Ramatra back from the angle. All right, Bob comes in. I walk into it. That's fine. It's not a big deal. I could have popped Rock if I was a little faster, but it was like once I saw it here. So the reason why I didn't pop it here, so I could have gotten the Rock. Like right now, I see it and I was tempted to push Rock. I don't push Rock because I'm gonna get popped in the air and then I'm gonna miss the Rock. So I let it lift me. I'm like, look, what's fine. I'll take L8 damage. Now I'll rock it. Right? Gets low. It's dead. Excellent. That's just to the right. My shots are short. I knew right away the shots are short. Shielding off the upper angle. As soon as I shield off the upper angle, I'm like, okay, cool. That's like enough. It's not like a great angle, but it's enough to allow people to rotate to the left. Right? Rock. A good use of Rock is to hit Ramatra when he goes into Nemesis form. It's even better if you use him when he's blocking to get a kill on him. But this early, I'm using Rock just to make sure that he stays off me. Especially since I'm getting very little healing overall. It's like really important for me to sustain. Like, look, I got on a 96 health there. If I hadn't rocked him initially, I would have been dead. I'm actually a little curious. Yeah. See, one of the issues here is like my map's playing like really, really far back. Is it because he spawned back here? No, he's been here the whole time. I don't know why my map's playing way far back. Right? Like this doesn't make any sense from this far back. But he just gets separated by dynamite. But he should have been further up sooner. Anyway, there Ramatra makes a mistake. He's also not getting any healing, so all tanks just kind of feel that life right now. Again, it's not because like the healing debuff. There just literally is less healing in the game, right? Like you're seeing a lot more Zenyatas right now, for example, because people are insisting on playing damage healers, which fine, it is what it is, but you can't solely say it's because of the debuff. It's because people are also playing differently and choosing different heroes, so like it's hard to measure exactly how much impact the debuff specifically is. Like there's no way people have played enough of the game to be like, oh, it's impossible to play somebody who actually heals, right? So you might think this is an interesting trend. So the Ramatra's dead. We are in final fight territory, right? Basically, you know, if I get picks here, it's gonna be over. So we're trying to run them over. I understand that we're not gonna confirm the kills here because they're too far back, and my team is like not gonna be able to chase down and confirm the kills. So what I need to do here is I need to catch them out. I know the Zen has trance. I know he's been waiting the whole time. That's fine. I'll trade Flux or trance. That's totally fine. Like if we get kills out of it, great. But like realistically, probably not gonna happen. That's fine. Yep, he trances, and this is exactly what I expected to happen. But somebody's got to trance because if I don't force the trance out, then he's eventually going to come out and he's going to stall when we're all clustered on the point, and then we're going to die. I'd rather force his trance out early where it's going to have no value. We just trade the ultimate 1-for-1, no problem. You'll notice that even though they're trance, I have no fear. Like, it's really important as tank to understand, look, they have no actual way of stopping me. I'm just going to walk forwards and kill him. You'll notice I'm leaving the Echo behind me, but that's fine because it's not my job to kill him. I would also point out the team is like crazy far back. Like, this is like comically far back. Anyway, we're chilling out here. Spamming. Rock's swimming up, splashing against the back wall to get around the shield. Windows pop, but not in a situation where I can use it, right? It's like really far back. So I'm trying to mostly focus on hitting the choke. I really want to be behind the window, but it's just like a very awkward angle. I'm going to shield off the doorway, go for the ram. Blast him. Echo beam down. Alright, fine. This is what it is. I'm going to step up. The good news is I think my team actually managed to stabilize, even though I died. So I come back and we're actually still in good position here. They've switched ball for 1 life. It doesn't really do anything. Force Moira's fade. Excellent, right? Moira's in the open. She 100% should die here, right? She has no fade here. She faded outside. That's suicide. For the record, she could have faded inside, but she fades inside. She has no ability to contest this point. So I think her perspective was probably like, oh, let's get a chance to try to contest this. But I think mostly it's just that she didn't. She just made a mistake. I don't think that was a good idea, no matter what. You notice I continually attack to the left of the Ashe because unless she goes left, she dies no matter what. I sit on the card here instead of walking forward to take space because there's no space to take. So the first fight happens either at the doorway if the team doesn't really contest this point, which they didn't, right? Well, rather, if they don't contest the point, then they can fight here. They did contest the point and they lost, so there's nobody here for the contest. The next fight's going to be over here, but my team's already moved up over there, so I'd rather just move the card down faster and then step up. Like, I know based on the timing that they're not going to be able to take this corner away from me no matter what. Like, watch the timing right now. Like, I'm sitting on the card now because I know I don't need to be here, right? I'm going to be able to walk here whenever I want right now. I could have actually stayed on the card a little longer and moved it up a little more. I was just a little concerned that my Ashe was going to get picked because what the heck is my Ashe doing all the way out here? Like, of all times to be aggressive, you play... Oh, okay, it's Dynamite at least. I thought it was Bob. Anyway, out here spamming a little bit. Right. He's discorded, so that's definitely a mistake on his part. I'm thinking about following up with a Sigma ulti right now. I am. I coincidentally pick up the Bob. That was obviously not intentional. So why am I doing this? Because this is a guaranteed kill on the Ramattra, right? Ramattra, it does half his maximum health. Block doesn't stop the damage, so he's gonna die to this, right? The only way he would survive is if his team actually had healing. His team doesn't have any healing, right? First of all, the Zenyatta's dead, but even the Zenyatta's dead, 30 health a second is not gonna make a difference here, right? Same thing with Life Weaver. Life Weaver heals 55 health a second. Who cares? That's not nearly enough health. Like, this Ramattra has 750 max health. He needs to heal up to 375. Within like a couple seconds, it's not going to happen, right? It's just he's just not going to get enough healing, right? It's not even close. The Life Weaver was healing there, right? It's just not even close. No chance. So with an easy kill in the tank, we should be able to walk through. Fortunately, the Echoes pop Sigma copy again. I shield off again. The idea being to prevent the Sigma or Echo from getting ultimate. Really tough angle here to actually get any attacks. I'm trying to bounce it off the back wall, missed it. Echo flies in the air, looking for the rock. I splash her, but don't quite get it. Want to get the Zen here, but the Ramattra lights me up, and then I get beamed down by Echo. Curious here. Could Baptiste have saved me? Does he shield off behind me? I can definitely be healed here. Yeah. I mean, how quickly do I get melted? I died pretty fast, though. I did pretty fast. I don't think I realized how fast I was gonna die. I think I should as you might know, I'm still sick. So I probably should have played behind the card. And I'm gonna switch probably to definitely. One thing that's throwing me off too is, in most situations, at least pre-patch, you would have people swarming forwards to flood and seal the doors, alright? In this situation, you see how all 4 people are playing way far back? That means that I'm not expecting to have to deal with 1, 2, 3 angles simultaneously. I'm expecting my team to cover at least one of them, right? Because I can use shield to cover another, I can use grass to stay alive, but I'm getting shot from literally all 3 angles right now, but I'm not prepared, or like I'm not expecting my team to be like, oh cool, we're just gonna like literally sit way the heck back here. If that was the play, I should have played behind cart. But you know, it's adjusting. It's a combination of like, is it this specific game? Is this the way like kind of the meta is shifting? I don't know, right? But regardless of what it is, you gotta adapt. Right, spamming out. Nothing exciting happening here. Right. I missed that rock. I was very sad. I was like, if I hit that rock, I'm pretty sure he dies, but he's gonna die anyway. Again, like, with how little healing there is in the game, like, what the heck? Like, I feel bad for the Ramattra, because, like, this is a situation where Ramattra should not die. Right? Like, he just holds block here, right? Block is, like, 75%, 80% damage reduction. That effectively triples his health, and triples the healing that he gets. So even with, like, minus 20%, like, healing reduction, who cares? Right? Okay, instead of tripling his health, it's what, 240% more health? That's a lot. That's a tremendous amount if you can just heal your Ramattra in this situation. In pre-patch, or honestly, people just played the same. There's like an Ana or a Moira or a Kiriko who 100% saves the Ramattra here, and then you continue fighting with the tank. But without that, like, he just gets melted. Like, it's kind of silly. But hey, look, if this is the way the game's going, then, you know, we play the game we got, not the one that we're used to. Anyway, easy win from there. On defense, So I'm expecting them to play a similar lineup, right? I'm playing up close because I'm definitely not expecting them to play dive. The only reason to not play this corner is if they're playing dive. If they're playing dive here, they can go right past you and kill your whole team off, and then you need to back up. But other than that, you want to play out here, cut angles, right? Reduce options for them to, snipe down your team, whatever, right? Farm ultimate. So I'm playing slow here just for now, just trying to feel out exactly what's gonna happen. Reaper teleports, not my job to deal with him. Staying out back here, rocking the D.Va mostly just to get more damage in. Right, I'm not worried. The D.Va's not gonna like fly past me or anything crazy. Like she's way too far away to be able to do anything. So Reaper behind me, he's like finally trying to shoot me. I'm like, wait, cool. But he dies. Excellent. So we get some poke kills. This is mostly my DPS just killing people. I can make the life easy though, because the Widow's in right door. You saw that. The shield's blocking her. Still spamming out. I'm at 68% ultimate. D.Va's actually doing a pretty good job. D.Va's at 80% ultimate. Wow, what the heck? D.Va's doing a really good job. The D.Va's tracking is actually excellent. I saw her kill somebody else at one point in the game. I was watching the replay earlier, and that was actually kind of nutty. I think her tracking is actually better than mine. Anyway, let me explain what happens here. So, just spamming out again. We're just trying to find ultimate. So Ashe kills Widow. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, now we're in backup mode, right? Because now we're down one. I don't want to be forcing a fight if I don't have to. Trying to back out here. Trying to get my Zen out. Alright. I was looking for the D.Va who's discorded, but backed out. We're good. I'm like, oh shoot, why is my BAP still there? So I shield out, and I'm like, okay, I guess he's not crossing. So now I'm trying to go up and cut angles for him, but he's like not interested in trying to cross. There's a shield right now. Like he could just go, but like now you see I'm cutting out like a lot of the angles right now. If he tries to cross, he crosses now. Now Nano gets popped. I missed the rocks. Timing was wrong. Oh, I see. The problem is I'm on a cooldown delay for the shield. I popped it in time like immediately, but because I can't enter any actions till a little bit after shield gets popped, I couldn't get the rock off in time, and I didn't snap. So that kills my when I BAP died, I'm like, okay, well, this fight's over. I'm trying to stay alive here just long enough to demech the D.Va, but we're not able to get out there to contest the cart. Unfortunate, so it ended up being just like a one team fight loss. Cap the point, which is really unfortunate. You really don't want that to happen, but I didn't have a lot of choices there. Try to go for the back line. So I'm fluxing because look, there's two people in the back. You see Zen comes over to try to save, right? Doesn't manage to save the on in time, which is great. Excellent, we'll take it. Bob's here. I don't know that my Zen needs to pop this. I wonder if that's in reaction to his own safety or... I don't know. I don't think his trance is necessary. Alright. I didn't even need the shield, but it's just instinctive. That's what I mean sometimes when you have so much time for D.Va ulti. It's like I'm not even really reacting to this in time, like immediately, and I still have enough time to walk around the corner. Right? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Because like I have to navigate this section backwards, which is not an area that I play regularly. So it still had time to get around the corner. Honestly, D.Va Bomb could pop like a half second sooner and still be pretty balanced. Bob goes in for some reason. I don't really know that we need Bob right now, but I know it flushed the Zen out, so I'm trying to look for the Zen kill. Rock, looking for it. Nope, just barely miss it. Widow's low. All the squishies are low. Anna's doing a really good job keeping them alive. She had a lot of targets to worry about. I can see the Widow's below. I'm just constantly trying to ping the Widow so my team knows where they are. That's really, really helpful in Widow duels. Just constantly keep pinging the opposing Widow to help your Widow out. Anna walks super close to me, but I like pick it up right now. I don't know why I really shielded her off. That was unnecessary. It's bad tech on my part. So we trade Zens. I popped Grasp there because I expected her to focus me, but that was in fact not what's going to actually happen, so that's a bad Grasp by me. So Window's there. So you see I'm trying to use the window to do it, but once I realized, okay, D.Va's actually on the side, she's going to die anyway, right? Because I shielded off all the healing for her, so without that, she's going to die. The problem is, killing Baby D.Va Sigma is also quite difficult. Especially post changes. Kill the Widow. We'll take it. Go down to the left, right? Get the Ashe. I've cut off the Ashe here. I realize what I realize on my next shot is I actually want to bounce it on the inside corner, right there. But she gets mech back, unfortunate. So the Baptiste was upset about this. So he was like trying to push and kill the Baby D.Va, I think. Where is that Bap? Oh no, he's trying to push and fight the Ashe. This is probably on me. Yeah, I should have shielded here. I just didn't expect the BAP to be like right on top of me like that, but this is still my bad. I'm like overly distracted by the baby diva demeching. I should have been shielding forwards here. This is my bad. I don't know that he should have been playing here in the open because like he literally has no cover. He's like entirely reliant on shield. Like he should have been playing the corner. I don't understand why he'd be playing here, but still, I would say it's still my bad. I barely missed this. That's Ana was crazy to step up like that. Question: if I land it and kill her, do I survive? I could use grasp and survive a little longer. I don't know if I survive. I think I'd probably still die eventually. Anyway, they're coming out. This is actually a really important fight. They're about to cap second point. So I know Diva's on the right. I gotta pick one side to focus on, right? Shield off, rock the Ana. She dies immediately. So a combination of rock plus Baptiste Burst kills her. So that's fine, right? I pop grass just to stay alive. I have to create space here. I literally, like, physically have to create space and get out here. So Diva's here. It's not really my job to deal with Diva. I just need to make sure the card doesn't get capped, and I need to deal with these three. If I can pin all three of these back, my team will eventually push the Diva back. So I'm just spamming them out, right? Being evasive. So, you see Whittle there looking down the lane. That's fine, right? I know the Zen's low. Kill the Zen. I bounce off the left wall. How good does this bounce? Pretty good. Yep, that forces the Ashe out. Ashe dies. I was like, okay, cool. And then the Diva Bomb's gonna pop. This Diva Bomb is like popped at such a weird angle. I don't know if this is entirely intentional. I think it's intentional. It looks like she intentionally hit the top. But it landed in such a weird spot. Like, I don't think this is a good bomb, objectively, right? The only person who could have killed is me, and killing only me doesn't result in a win anyway. Like, she really has to kill everybody. Like, she really should have popped it here, but, whatever. It was just an interesting debug. I just was not expecting it to be in that particular spot, and I obviously didn't have time to turn because I was killing the other squishies. Right. Staying alive. So, clumped up. I know they have trance. I know they have trance right away. That's fine. I'll lift them. Force trance. That's fine. Again, gotta force trance out sometime. I rock right away to save my BAP. Right. I'm like, oh god, needs one more hit. I wonder if Bob got health buffs too. I don't remember seeing them in patch notes. It's an interesting question. Right. I know Diva's discorded and she's low. I'm grasping to make sure that she can't do any damage with her nano. Killing Baby Diva, especially like nanoed Baby Diva, nanoed and pocketed and health boosted Nano Diva post patch is a huge pain. So I'm basically ignoring her because I really can't necessarily kill her, though I gotta kill her right here. I'm mostly focusing on keeping the squishies back because I know I'm also down multiple heroes right now. Right, I think I'm down. Yep, I'm down my Baptiste and I'm down my Widow. So this is already a 3v4, 3v5 situation, but 4.5 with the Baby Diva. So I'm mostly trying to keep the rest of the team back. Right, shielding off, trying to stay alive. Grasping to stay alive a little longer. And I'm gonna get popped in the head. So it's the side angle that gets me. Interesting. So I was like, I'm pretty sure I still have grasp going, and I never got the grasp over health. So I know the Widow shot me, so I assume it must have been from a side angle. No, I did get the overhealth. Yeah, I did get the overhealth. So she fired after. Must be a lot of fun listening to me cough over and over again. Alright, so they capped it. I'm still feeling really good. They have a minute 53 to move all the way. This is like a fairly hard section to cap. I think this last point in particular is really, really hard to cap. I really hate capping this point. Like I complain about the third points all the time. Some third points are more bearable than others. This is, I wouldn't say like F tier, but I would say C tier to cap. Want the rock? Miss it. Alright, we'll take it. It's fine. They push in, and suddenly I realize, oh, I'm actually in danger here. I did not expect them to suddenly decide to be able to walk in and push me, because the diva has to hard commit to this. Like, this is going to result in her demeching, which is why I was surprised. So, like, again, walking through this, so I was like, wait, you're flying into me? That's when I'm like, oh, shoot. Like, this is a serious attempt on my life. Like, before then, we were just in regular poke phase, but when she started flying at me, I realized, oh, wow, this is like, she actually thought I was killable, which I was surprising, because I didn't think I was killable. Turns out I was correct. Right, so she's forced to use Mech there. I'm still in somewhat danger because Widow can still pop me, but once I get over 400, I'm totally fine. I rock her out, right? I'm trying to demech her before she can get away. That is what happens. We're in excellent shape now. After I demech her there, I'm pretty sure we win the game. Because it's just going to take her so much time just to get mech back right now that they're going to be in one last fight territory, and then I still have Flux. It's going to trade out for trance, but that's fine. Widow got pinged, which is why I'm continually apply pressure to her. Hit the Baby Diva. They have to nano the Baby Diva. I think probably because they don't want Diva to get killed and have to respawn, be in last fight territory, but either way, I think this is a questionable decision. Diva's going to die anyway. And you notice that in order to stop Diva, what do? I just put the shield up, and so she can't farm her ultimate back. But to be fair, she actually has ultimate the whole time, and she's just being insane. What is this play? She actually has ultimate. She's just remech right now. Oh my god, this is throwing. What a shameful end to the review. Alright. So, tank goes ball. Interesting. So this seems less like throwing now. Now that this clicks as to what's going on, I think the tank wanted to suicide. I think the tank was intentionally suiciding there so that they could switch ball because they thought that they had a better chance of winning with ball. I don't agree that they have. Well, I never thought Diva was the play, but I don't know that ball was a better choice in this situation either. But I guess it sort of is what it is. Ash gets popped, right? Working on the Widow. Oh, I was like, how did I miss this? So I'm trying to stop the Bob right away. I get knocked by the ball out of the way. That's fine. I pop grass. I can see my Zen shooting it. It's gonna die. That's always your tank. Your job as tanks to stop it. So I'm gonna lift, right? Lift 3. That's fine, right? They pop trance. Is what it is. So we pop trance as well. I don't know why we pop trance right then. We really should have waited a little longer. Because what I really need right now is damage, not healing. Try to hit the Ash. I think I hit a double direct there, which is actually nuts. Nailing the Zen. You see, I'm being very careful with my shots now because I know this is kind of a pretty clutch moment. I really need to focus and make sure I hit land shots there. So I was 4 for 4 right there. I'm focusing mostly on the Zen because the Zen is actually, relatively speaking, the easiest target to hit. He's pretty close to me. And he's boxy compared to Widow, who's thin. If the Widow stabilizes, I'm definitely gonna attack her. But I saw her grappling by, so I'm okay, I guess she's gonna die here because I presume there are teammates behind me that will kill her. I have no idea what this plan was, but when she grabbed by, I'm okay, cool. And I'm oh, you're still here? I thought you were gonna try to jump over here and do some sort of crazy flick headshot or something. But if you're gonna come back, I guess I'll just kill you. And with that, that's gonna be the game. Anyway, sorry. Dying at the end of this. Yeah, I think it's a pretty quick, straightforward walkthrough of playing Circuit Royale Sigma. I think the most important things to take away was, again, what are the areas you need to take? How do you path, right? Who should be focusing damage on, right? Primarily try to focus on the squishies, but if you don't have access to squishies, you gotta work the tank down, right? In Sigma versus Sigma, you can usually get past the Sigma and attack the back line. Diva's really boxy, right? And she can matrix, so you need to work down the Diva more, which is why you saw me attacking the Diva so much more than the squishies for the most part. But saving Rock to shut down Diva when she tries to use boosters to go anywhere is also really, really helpful. Shutting down things like Bob, trying to work down the enemy Widow, things like that. All items that we covered. All right, hopefully that's helpful.